All right,
Two
chat. Are you
matches to
excited?
go here.
This next match is going to be good too. Family is back, has been strong today. So has Kase. They seem to have been at somewhat of a similar level. I would maybe lean towards Kase as my prediction. But either way, we are set for a great second to last match before our fireworks for the day.
That's right. One of the toughest matches, easily, I think, coming up. Blacklist versus Fakaw. But first, we get a little bit of a preview event right here with a spike to start us off in chase number 1. Amos, I feel like your prediction's looking pretty good already.
That was a very strong bridge spider. He does it so convincingly that the important thing is the head needs to get at least close or under that bar, and that can make evaders, jumpy and even just mess with their positioning enough to be able to get a evader to pop out in the open like that. Oh, he set himself up.
One was met with the other. I don't know if that one was quite a spike either, but these are both back-to-back quick chases. And once again, I mean, this is the athlete we've been kind of singing the praises of. The way that he's established some of these traps for Family is Back has looked amazing.
So true. Cedric starting with a false start position. Those can work really well, especially if you want to generate a tail out the gate. But he set himself up for that short trap at Cube. Before he even saw his chaser, it was already too late. Oh, he sucks him down.
Wow, sick move. Okay.
Ghost.
There's the ghost again. You talked about it. Slip through, and this is what I'm saying, man. This athlete has just been so impressive. A second ghost as well. Feels like I'm seeing double out here. I think he finally got clipped up by the ankle, but no. Family is back. I think is getting the first point. You could see the pop-off come through, too.
Wow, that was a close one. A nail-biter. Ghost definitely putting some distance between him and his chaser. The second time around on the golden showers, things got a little close on that dive. Here's where I'm confused. He went up for the vault. Oh, he knew he had it. That's hilarious. He knew the timer was running. Instead of jumping out of the quad, he opted for a funny 360 vault over the top of the bench.
Is that... The overlay has the same chaser, Cedric? Did he just run it back?
Oh, that is Cedric. Yes. Interesting.
He said, I want to run it back.
You know, that can happen when you're trying to break pairings chains. There's an entire game beyond the strategy of being on the quad where you're trying to set up certain chains of pairings and you want to break those chains. It often costs cardio. It looks like Cedric might have been trying to break up their pairings chains. Or maybe he was just offended.
Could have just been offended. You never know. Say, let me run that one back real quick. This time I'm going to try. Cedric now, though, playing from behind for Team Kase. Got clipped up across the diagonal right there. Family is back. Narrowly in the lead, hanging in there.
Cedric a little early on that tripwire. He jumped the gun. He tried to make ridge, but his chaser wasn't in a position to get held up at bay, and he was able to see that opportunity right here, just jumps the bar, gets the pounce. If Cedric would have just waited a little longer to try to get the chaser to commit to a trap continuum, he might have been safe.
Okay, can Family is Back extend this to a 2-point lead? That cushion can be so important in a match, but there is the hand tap as well.
Yeah, he gave him a free trap there. Emil is very strong at this Badger and Spider trap continuum at bay. Do not let him get in there.
Yeah, and I mean, I gotta point out, I know you're the analyst of the bunch right here, but the way that he was almost maintaining eye contact to fake that he wasn't gonna go for the hand right there was just so dope.
That's some high-level strategy for sure, if that's the case.
Here we go.
Oh, clean
Once
Spider.
again, it's the same setup right now. Racing around the outside. That's the same exact bounce back that we have seen Kase go for on the last few chases that he's been evading.
Again, Emil with just so much Benny Hilling. If someone asked me just to visualize the Benny Hilling, I would just see Emil in my mind. He does it all the time, and again, it's lower. It's suboptimal in so many ways at the level of the sport now. You just can't get away with it. So I want to see Emil get some more straight shots and changing his strategy for evading. Is that Emil back up? He's also
I think
offended.
He's back, yeah. Kase is just playing with some anger in their hearts right now, just trying to get these runbacks on the pairings, successfully doing so. And Emil says, you know what, maybe I'll give you a better route this time to even up the score.
Yeah, great job at Q by Emil. He's known for this. He's kind of a slithery snake himself. He gets a nice entrance, and then notice his hands on that pull. He can go left or right. That's the most telltale sign of a trap. When the Vader chose the close side, Emil had his hands on the edge, and he could accelerate once again from the speed being killed.
Okay.
Risky
You
business,
said
but he does
Emil,
it.
known for a lot of the spectacle right there, just crawling right underneath, but the jets have been turned on sufficiently. Caught around the bend of the loading bay once again. Family is back, is looking real clean.
Once again, not even 60 seconds has passed, and Emil gets tagged Benny Hilling. Like I said before, I think that's a part of the game. At this level, the way the sport's gone, Benny Hilling is just, it's usually so dangerous.
Hey, lots of big, wide turns that are costing Kase in terms of these speed races that they are going for right now. Family is back, barely hanging on with a 1-0 lead right now. There's the RGS, okay. Trying to duck underneath. Caught him on the diagonal, I think. Yeah, got him right there.
All right, this is staying tight. I gotta say, I would have thought the score might be, switched right now. I would have thought Kase might have a slight lead, but Family is back, is showing strong.
Looking so good. And yeah, this is chase number 11. Again, only a 1-0 lead, and such an important implication right now for Kase to be on the evasion, to be able to equalize as we're going into our final quarter of this match.
Great flush. Oh, clean spider.
Already got him out early. Yeah, this is such good. I think he might have made contact on the shirt right there. So maybe we see a DTR, but just got him outright, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that first one looked like it was for sure. And I got to say, that chaser from Family is back right now, that was a high level. The first 10 seconds of that chase was absolutely beautiful. His ridge flush, super clean. It set him up to cast a net at bay, pin his evader back there, and then set that spider that was vicious. He had so much speed through that he was able to get that heavy tail and almost a tag, eventually producing the opportunity at Lazy Boy.
Here we go. Family is back. Was taking a little bit of a page out of Roger's book right there, sitting down by the ridge at the start.
Steals the cut.
Hopping over. Definitely stealing that one away, but clipped on the mountain tabletop right there. Once again, Kase playing in the passenger seat right now, down 1 point, only a couple chances left.
Yeah, this is a crucial moment where you got to look for that Kong over the ladder and out. Whenever you go low, you can make yourself a target. Cedric took full advantage of that, nailed that tag.
If they shut this down here, it should be only one chase remaining for Kase to equalize right now. Could be very, very tough position. Already cutting the angle off right now. Family is back. Reaching over the top. Doesn't quite connect, but the slide does. That was a great commit from Family is back to close that one out with a few seconds.
Kase needed that. Cedric knew it. I'm sure he's feeling the pressure. And even with that pressure, that little move he pulled off in shit corner where he threw that wrench and it was just enough to kill the speed of the chaser was super slick. But the chaser was persistent. He kept his speed, and that set up that beautiful short trap opportunity with that very French-style Viper on the long side of the bay. Nailed the tag.
Here's one of the pairings you mentioned before. Emil coming up for what I think is the third or fourth time right now. Definitely in a game of speed. We're going to see that. The jump through on the ridge was beautiful, and Kase has one final chance right here to even it up and force a sudden death potentially.
I thought we were going to see Devin Strelly, beautiful little tack vault to go over the bench. He looked like he was trying to set it up, but he was just a little late on it. Emil coming in super aggressive with that Ridge Viper.
Okay, Family is back, can win this with the 1-0 score line if they simply get a tag in 20 seconds.
Don't Benny Hill.
Needs to get the evasion. Don't Benny Hill it right now. This is such an established trap right there from Family is back, and it will be a closeout.
Solid trap on the bay where you can really tell the telltale signs of good chasers. They aren't committing too deep into the bay, because when a good evader has active EQ, they're bouncing around, you have to kind of mirror their movements, and you have to take an inch when you can get it and tighten that noose slowly. That chaser did that picture perfect. He didn't